in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning, Bogue, Montego Bay hit by freak storm. A section of Bogue in Montego Bay, St. James, in the vicinity of the sewage plant, was hit by a freak storm, causing damage to some buildings, including the National Water Commission office on Thursday. About 2:45 p.m., dark clouds covered the skies, and the strong winds forced people to run for cover, according to Vinette Brown, a mango vendor. I just hear a loud bang, and when I look, breeze, rain, and it blew off the tarpaulin off my stall. I had to rush in my van, Brown stated. Zinca everything coming down. I was so frightened. Me and my husband, we had to rush in the van and get some rescue. Heavy rain, traffic jam, it wasn't anything good, she added. Brown told the news that she was thankful there was no loss of life. What don't cost life don't cost anything. The mangoes are pretty and I'm still here selling, Brown said. A tour of the area revealed that a section of the roof of the NWC office had caved in, and the water damaged the offices on the top floor. In other areas of Bogue, tree limbs, fences, and the signs were torn down and littered the road. Workers from the St. James Municipal Corporation were seen fixing signs that were damaged by the freak storm. Police have until Monday to charge or release a teen involved in shooting at Otus High. Police investigators have until Monday to charge or release the St. Anne teen taken into custody following the shooting incident at Otus High School. A 12-year-old girl was wounded in the shooting and has been receiving psychosocial support. It was reported that about 12:45 p.m. Monday, the students were in class when the gun was removed from a backpack and went off, hitting the female in the thigh. A Glock 9mm pistol was recovered from the scene. The 14-year-old boy appeared in court on Thursday and was ordered remanded until Monday, June 24, to return to court. Majority of violent crimes in Trelawney cleared up, says police. Head of the Trelawney Police Superintendent Winston Milton says that the majority of violent crimes that have occurred so far this year have been cleared up. Milton, speaking on Wednesday night at a forum hosted by Mayor of Falmouth Colin Gager, disclosed that the parish recorded 47 incidents of violent crimes. He said 32 of the matters have been cleared up. Milton praised the work of his investigators. Meanwhile, Milton raised the issue of lotto scamming and the migrating criminals. It is a matter of concern to us when our investigators in matters including murders, shootings, and aggravated assaults find that disputes have links to lotto scamming and migrating criminals, said Milton. He noted that over the last two circuit courts in Trelawney, there were a combined total of 110 lotto scamming cases on the trial list. I must appeal to the public at large to report to us any stranger people coming into our space. This is a democratic country, but the police must know when strange people move in, we have the technology to track migrating criminals. St. James police targeting wanted gangsters. With 12 men listed on the St. James Police's most wanted list, ignoring an appeal to report to the police, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, the parish's commander, has launched an initiative to apprehend them. On the first day of the initiative, Deputy Superintendent of Police Linroy Edwards, who is head of operations for the parish, said 4 men who were wanted for various crimes committed across the parish were arrested. However, none of them were among the most wanted 12. However, Edwards is confident that those will be found in short order. Under the initiative, significant attention will be focused on the parish's traditional crime hotspots, where gang feuds have spawned numerous murders while disrupting the lives of law-abiding citizens. We will be targeting every community where gangs are affiliated, such as Glendevon, Salt Spring, Green Pond, Rose Heights, Barnett Street, Granville, Flankers, and Tucker, said Edwards, who is urging residents to cooperate with the police and help them to locate the wanted men. Anywhere they are, just tell us. We'll go and get them anytime, night or day. It's about the time, he appealed. Following the recent killing of Colin Uncock Walters, an alleged enforcer from the 13th Street gang in Tucker near Montego Bay, and Akima Rizla Brown, leader of a dump gang which is based in retirement, Samuels said that the police would prefer to take in the gangsters rather than kill them in gunfights. We are urging all the wanted men across the parish to turn themselves into the police as we are taking a zero-tolerance approach against the lawlessness, he said. Among the 12 most wanted are Joseph J. Mackenzie, wanted for a murder committed in Flankers on August 2, 2023. Lico Jr. Maxwell, wanted for murder and wounding with intent, committed on September 4, 2022. Amoy Notenice Largy, wanted for a murder committed on July 15, 2023 in Top Hill, Mount Carey. Shaquille Nathaniel Brown, wanted for the murder of Romario Bigachin, who was killed on April 18, 2019. Keston Pablo Bertrand, wanted for a murder committed on March 19, 2023 at a guest house in Montego Bay. Shane O.K. Morgan, wanted for a murder committed on October 24, 2020 in Portobello, and an unknown man who is wanted for a murder committed on March 11, 2024 on Fish Lane in Montego Bay. The 4 men arrested were not identified by the police for security reasons. They are expected to be questioned in the presence of their legal representatives. Following that exercise, a decision will be taken as to whether they will be charged for the crimes that they are suspected of committing or released. St. James is currently the nation's most murderous parish since the start of the year, registering 58 murders between January and May 26, which is substantially more than all other police divisions. Murder convict loses appeal despite a 15-year delay because of missing sentencing section of transcript. A man whose appeal was delayed for almost 15 years because the sentencing section of the transcript cannot be found has lost his challenge against his convictions for a triple murder in Watson Grove, St. Catherine in February 2004. He is Romaine Thomas, who was convicted on April 17, 2009 for the murder of Paul Henry, Cleto Atkinson, and Anthony Hunter. He was sentenced on July 31, 2009 to life imprisonment on each count and ordered to serve 20 years before he could be eligible for parole. One of his grounds of appeal was that the incompleteness of the transcript breached his constitutional rights, and the Court of Appeal agreed. Thomas was 17 years old at the time of the incident, and it was argued that it was not known if the judge had taken that into consideration in sentencing him. It was also argued that the most appropriate remedy would be the quashing of the sentence because Thomas had already spent 15 years in prison. The court ruled that the absence of that section of the transcript did not prevent the court from determining the appropriateness of the penalty imposed. In all the circumstances, it seems to us that the most appropriate remedy would be a public acknowledgement that there was a breach of the appellant's constitutional rights under Section 16(7) of the Charter. The court comprising Justice Jennifer Straw, Justice Nicole Foster Pusey, and Justice Vivian Harris ruled. King's Counsel Ian Wilkinson and Attorney-at-Law Lenroy Stewart had argued several other grounds of appeal seeking to have the convictions overturned. An eyewitness had testified that on the night of the incident, he heard gunshots being fired. He said he knew the appellant for about 3 years, and on the night of the shooting, he saw the appellant and another man who were armed with guns. Thomas appealed on the grounds that the judge should have upheld the no-case submission because the identification evidence was weak, manifestly unreliable, and uncorroborated. Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, Kathy Pike, submitted that the judge was correct not to uphold the no-case submission because the evidence of the chain of circumstances constituted sufficient prima facie material from which a jury could determine the appellant's guilt or innocence. The court, in dismissing the appeal last month, ordered that the sentence must commence from July 31, 2009, the date it was imposed. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.